There's so much I want to say that I can't say. But let me say this. Every minority group, and you know who you are, you should all be vegan. You've been discriminated against, and then you stand there with all your picket
Nigga, shut the
signs
hell up and eat a cinnamon roll.
Hello my fellow Darklings, my name is Rainbow Slaney, and before we talk about the topic of this video, as I said in my update video, I am going through a rebranding of this channel, and the only thing I haven't changed are the sprites, which I am going to be changing, so this is probably the last time I'm going to be using them. With that out of the way, let's get right into the topic of this video. Today we are going to be talking about ThatVeganTeacher. Now, if you don't know who this individual is, I both congratulate you and ask you how long you've been living under a rock. To be fair, she is most known through TikTok, but she just recently got her own YouTube channel as well, which honestly isn't surprising considering YouTube is home to other terrible individuals such as Minilad, Mandopony, Cosmodor, and a bunch of other wonderful people. Now, I'm not saying that ThatVeganTeacher is like those people. These three people I just mentioned have actually done crimes, but she's pretty offensive with her choice of how she tells people that she's vegan and how we should be vegan as well. There's so much stuff that she has done wrong, and we're gonna take a look at her content and how she makes all vegans actually look bad.
You're right. The way the black people and the Jewish people were treated in the past is horrific beyond words. That's why it's a no-brainer that people from these communities should be rallying with us to speak out against animal cruelty. You might say, well, how can you compare the two? But here's how. Animals feel like us. They have the same pain sensors. They long for their freedom. They don't want to be taken away from their families. They don't want to live a lifetime of confinement in a factory farm, unable to see the light of day, and then to be put on trucks and sent to their slaughter. Did you know that pigs are put in gas chambers and burned from the inside out? How can we do this to them? How?
As you can tell, she is a vegan and an animal rights activist, but this is what she does. She compares animals being killed to actual terrible events that have happened in history in order to guilt trip people into being vegan. And there's nothing wrong with being vegan. Hell, I know a few people who are vegan, but they still respect people who eat meat, unlike this woman right here. She doesn't respect the fact that people have a choice of whether we want to eat meat or not.
Dear animal rights activists, stop it. Stop accepting the abusive behavior in your comment section and in the world at large. It's not normal. You are like a woman stuck in a bad relationship with an abusive husband. He beats you so often that you don't even realize it's not normal. You constantly make excuses for him. Oh, this black guy? Oh, that's nothing. He apologized. People see the insults that they are dealing at you, and you're just like, oh, they're just going through cognitive dissonance. We have to be patient. Yes, we have to be patient to a point, but they have no right to treat you that way. One day, the world will understand that vegan phobia is on the same level as racism and homophobia. And you need to start acknowledging that it exists and call out these people and stand up for yourselves. Don't tolerate the bullshit. And tell TikTok about it. And use the word vegan phobia.
No. Just no. You do not compare vegans being hurt on the internet to abusive relationships. That is a big no-no. Just comparing the two offends me, and I've never even been in an abusive relationship. Also, no, vegan phobia is not as serious as racism or homophobia. Now, to be fair, I'm sure there's people out there who hate vegans, but that's like, what, 2% of the population on this cesspool we call a planet? But to say that it's on the same scale as homophobia or racism? No, it's not. Do vegans get killed purposely almost every day just for being who they are? No, they aren't. vegans are miles away from feeling the pain that LGBTQ plus people or people of a different race or color feel. And don't you dare compare that to animals either. Because animals are a natural source of food. Some people can't even live without eating meat because of a disease or medical condition. So no, not everyone can be vegan, no matter what you say.
Bella vegan dog is still alive. Look at her run, look at her thrive. If Bella can be vegan, so can you. If Bella can be vegan, so can you.
This is definitely one of her more controversial topics, and that is her dog is vegan and does not eat meat. Now, I'm not a professional, but may I remind you that dogs are omnivores, so technically dogs can be vegan, but also they do need some kind of protein to maintain a balanced and healthy diet. Also, can we talk about how this woman, her songs are terrible? Unpopular opinion, I know. I'm sure millions around the world are bopping her hit songs on Spotify or some shit. I mean, Katy Perry and Taylor Swift have been real quiet since ThatVeganTeacher rolled up on the scene. Imagine walking into a party and you just put on a ThatVeganTeacher song.
Choke me like you hate me, but you love me low-key. Wanna date me when you fuck me. Touch me with the lights off and my chains on. Baby, I'm not the right one, you should wait up.
KFC, we're so happy to be going cruelty-free and changing our name to Kentucky Fried Compassion. KFC, we're so proud of you. CEO, Mr. Tony Lowerings himself, for agreeing to start phasing in a 100% vegan menu. Yeah!
Yo, that shit sucked.
So a troll snuck in, but that's okay. As long as you're polite, you could stay, but I'm not sure that you are, so you're probably gonna have to go. Those capital letters sort of seem like you're screaming. But listen, I'm not gonna kill any animals for Bella. She's been vegan since August 2017, half her life. She's fine. If something was wrong, we would have known by now. She's probably healthier than you. She runs like crazy from one end of a golf course to the other. Seriously. I could show you. What color is this behind me? Green? Do you see green? No, you probably see like purple or something, right? Because I don't know what you see. How you can look at my dog and think she's unhealthy. And how you can watch me over and over, fighting for the animals, repeatedly telling you that I am vegan for the animals. Okay? I'm not going to change. I'm not going to kill any animals for her. They're all important.
First of all, that's not a troll. I'm pretty sure they're just concerned for your dog. That's not trolling in the slightest. And what the fuck is your problem? Just respect people for who they are. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what animals go through for us to eat meat, but it's the circle of life. It's the motherfucking food chain. I don't know what you mean.
Ha 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 ha. Bart Simpson is vegan now, so is Lisa. Bart Simpson is vegan now, so is Lisa. Ha 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 ha.
If anyone plays this within a 20-mile radius of me, I will get physically angry. At least Simpsons actually taught us a lesson about how vegans can live among a family who aren't vegans. So technically, The Simpsons is teaching me more than this teacher is.
Dear teachers, an example of vegan phobia. If a vegan student is outside, looking at and admiring insects on the ground, and another student comes and deliberately steps on them, murdering them in front of the vegan child, because he or she knows that this will be upsetting, that's an example of vegan phobia. It's not just a little thing. It is deeply hurtful to a vegan child who has a heart of gold and who cares. And your job is to speak out against the bullies and to help defend the vegan children and protect their hearts. We need good people going forward on this planet. Help us.
First of all, what does bugs have to do with being vegan? Bugs aren't meat, so who is this aimed for? Animal rights activists? Though I do like bugs, it's a fucking bug. Unless it's part of a species that is nearly extinct, I don't think it's really a problem. Also, most children aren't even vegan yet because they don't understand that concept until they're like in middle school. Also, I'm not the only one who thinks she's just staring right into my soul and making me feel like she's gonna murder me if I don't go vegan, right? I'm not joking, she looks like she's gonna force feed me vegetables through the screen.
Yes, God. Yes. Yes, I did. Brushed and flossed every day. Okay, but listen, I don't want to talk about that because this is something more important. Yes, I got the shirt. I'm wearing it right now. It's great. I love it. It's amazing. It's really creative. It has sort of a frilly thing here and thingies. I love it. But no, this is really important. Just hold on, okay? I have a question. Is Jesus vegan? Or is he up there in heaven killing animals, stabbing animals? Is he eating chickens, cows, and pigs and fish up there in heaven? No? Okay, hold on. Let me take some notes. Jesus eats plants. Okay? Jesus does not stab animals in the throat or harm them in any way. Got it? And heaven is vegan? I know. Hey, it's not me asking. Thank you. Yes, I'll let them know. I'll call you back. Okay? Okay, bye.
Again, we are just getting another spectacular bop from ThatVeganTeacher. But all jokes aside, this is another controversial issue she has. She's basically saying that in order to get into heaven, you have to be vegan. Now, I'm not part of any religious group or anything, but I do have people in my family who are Christian. And as far as I know, there's no biblical statement saying that Jesus was vegan or that you have to be vegan in order to get into heaven. In fact, didn't Jesus literally give people he liked goats or something to eat? I don't understand it. Not only that, but she literally scared a child on TikTok because the child was scared she was gonna have to be vegan to go to heaven. And another person, John Robert Bell, who was someone who had been feuding with ThatVeganTeacher at that point, had to reassure the girl that she didn't have to be vegan. I'm not joking, go look it up. This was an actual thing that happened.
You know the blender you have on your kitchen counter? The one you make smoothies with? Would you be able to take a little baby chick, a cute little one just born, all yellow and cute and beep beep, making the little sound, and put him or her in the blender, close the lid and press the button? Murder that baby chick? If not, why do you participate in the egg industry? Because that's what they do to baby boy chicks. They grind them up at birth because they cannot give us eggs. Well, the eggs don't belong to us in the first place. We need to, all of us, stop eating eggs and eat other plant-based foods. You can all do it. And by the way, that's why my comment section is closed. Because all of you who think it's funny to say, yeah, I would have no problem pressing the button, you're all psychopaths, you're cruel, you're also hypocrites, and I don't give a shit about your opinion.
Most eggs that we get are unfertilized, so I don't see why this is a problem because there's no baby in there, and an embryo doesn't count because they can't feel in the first place since they haven't developed yet. But other than that, I don't really have anything to say here.
My shirt says vegan because I give a shit. Do you? Don't lie. I know you do. I know a bunch of you will do a duet of this and show me all the bacon and everything else that you're eating, but you're thinking about it. I can see it in your eyes. You know you want to be vegan. It just seems daunting. It seems crazy. Like, how can this person here be telling you to be vegan when everybody else is telling you not to be? But you know it here in your heart that when you see animals, your instinct is not to try to run up to them and take a bite out of them. Think of all the animals in your life that you've liked, cared about. You can be vegan. If I can do it, you can do it. Go to howdoigovegan.com and come back and tell me about it.
Man, to quote John Cena, you can't see me!
Are you sure about that?
I do care for animals, but that doesn't stop anyone from eating meat. Like I said, some people need meat in their diet for medical reasons, whether they like it or not. And again, it's the circle of life. Eating meat is completely natural. We've been doing it since, like, the dawn of time.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song. And if you call me a donut, that's fine. as long as you're vegan from now on.
And the winner for Best Song of 2021 goes to ThatVeganTeacher. Wait, what the fuck? Her music isn't even that good. Go listen to Destry Smith or something, you brainwashed fucks. His music is like 50 times better. Yeah, ThatVeganTeacher rules. But yeah, this was when she wanted to convince Gordon Ramsay, the most famous chef, if not the famous chef on earth, go vegan. I think he did respond to her on one of her videos, but I'm too lazy to dig those videos up. Finally, this last video I'm going to show you is not from ThatVeganTeacher, but rather a TikToker known as Alikara, who honestly is probably a better teacher than the person who has teacher in their name. So, take some advice from this lady.
That is not true. Anybody can be vegan. Just try your best. Can't you try your best? Why can't you try your best? Why? Give me one good reason why you can't try your best.
I'm here to give you multiple reasons today why people cannot be vegan. First, we're gonna talk about people who have stomach problems. You see, most of the vegan foods are rich in fiber, and we already know what fiber does to our stomachs. Yeah. Next, people with celiac disease who cannot have gluten. Since vegan diet is rich in carbohydrates, and most of the carbohydrates have gluten in them, it's just a no-go for celiac people. Other reasons can include low-carb diet, vitamin B12 deficiency, or different food allergies. Last but not least, people just don't want to be vegan, and you have to accept it.
See? This is why some people just can't be vegan and or don't want to be vegan. So there you have it. I may have only scratched the bare surface of the horror that is ThatVeganTeacher, but do I really need to talk about her more? Overall, I do think she is more ruining the vegan community than helping it, because most vegans, whether they're vegans to be healthier or just because of the animals, respect the fact that people have a choice of what they want to eat. This lady obviously doesn't respect that choice. But yeah, this was my TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to fall into the dark side and join the Darkling Army, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you all again. But with that, peace and bye-bye.